GVSU Recreation Center. And this is Connor. So Connor, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, what your major is, what your year is, and what you hope to do with your major?
I also work here at the rec center. I'm a floor monitor.
He's going to be front desk trained pretty soon, eventually an SBS, a student building supervisor.
That's future. Alright, and then I'm going to be a junior at Grand Valley. I'm studying physical education, but I want to be a strength and conditioning coach. So eventually one day I want to own my own gym, so that's my future, Kevin.
So rumor has it that you do personal training.
I do.
So today we're going to be giving you guys a tour of the Grand Valley State University Recreation Center and Fieldhouse.
Alright, welcome to the front desk at Grand Valley's Rec Center. This is one of two desks where you can check in. For students, if you're a student at Grand Valley, you just need your ID and you can scan in and get in for free. Otherwise, you need a membership if you're a resident of Allendale or something like that and you want to work out here.
You can also buy a day pass as well too. So over the summer, you can buy a day pass for $5 per day. During the school year, you can buy a day pass for $10 a day. Or if you're a student who forgot their ID, then you can buy a day pass and you can get in through that way. So here at the main desk, this is where people do a lot of their equipment checkout as well too. Students typically check out basketballs, blocks, and towels up here most commonly. But we also have agility ladders, soccer balls, futsalls, all sorts of equipment available. If you want to know more about what we have to offer at the front desk, feel free to ask the front desk staff. There's usually people up here. There's nobody up here right now since we are kind of closed. So
it actually displays on the TV what's offered at the front desk, so you can always look at that if you come in. But it's on a slideshow, so you might have to wait for it to pop up.
All right, so as soon as you scan in through the front desk, you can go through these doors. This door points inwards, so you go through here. You have access to 3 different areas. So you have the campus recreation office, you have stairs that take you down to the functional training room, and you can head over to cardio. So for our tour and for our purposes and for the tour, we're actually going to head through this direction. So this is the campus recreation office, and campus recreation basically does most of the programming here in the Fieldhouse and the rec center. They do services such as group exercise classes, personal training, and you can even get massage services as well too. So personal training is free for students. Massages, unfortunately, are not free, but I think that students get a discount. They are also affiliated with club sports as well too. So this is their main office up here, and they have another office downstairs through the Health and Wellness Center, where they can do physical checks and stuff. So we'll show you, and you fit. Thanks, Connor. So we'll show you that once we get down there. So yeah, so you take a left through here, you can see where you came in through. Past the glass wall, you can see that there are a whole bunch of different weight machines in here. So we call this the weight machine area. These are also called isolation machines because they isolate a specific muscle group. And so, yeah, have a good variety of machines. We have lat pull downs, we have chest presses, we have shoulder presses. We have a lot of cable machines. There's actually more downstairs in the functional fitness room, so
You'll see that later.
Yep. So we also have a whole bunch of TVs up here too, and you can feel free to change the channels. The remotes are available in cardio at the cardio podium or at the desk. So feel free to ask the front desk person if you want to change the channel. And finally, most of our drink fountains in here have water bottle fillers, so make sure to take advantage of that.
Save the earth.
Oh, say that again.
Save the earth.
Save the earth, yes. All right, so now you can see our new courts down there. So these are the courts that are recently built through our rec center expansion. They were completed in December of 2016. And we can actually get a closer look when we head downstairs into the weight room. So these courts are typically free. People usually play pickup basketball or pickup volleyball on these courts. Another notable thing that we got is court 8. So this is actually a special court. You can play basketball or you can play volleyball, have it set up, but this is a court that's kind of fenced in. So by request, we can also play indoor soccer as well too. Have indoor soccer, floor hockey, just ask the supervisor or ask any of the staff if you wish to play any of those sports. We also have hockey sticks and hockey pucks and balls that you guys can check out as well too. So make sure to ask us about that. So we just came downstairs from the machine weights, and now we are down in the free weight room. So down here, before the expansion, our free weight room actually used to be about a third of the size. We only had like 2 flat benches, 3 incline benches, and 1 decline bench. And in the summer of 2016, we actually got an expansion, and with the expansion came this weight room, which is 3 times the size of it. So Connor, what do we have here to offer in the weight room?
Alright, so we've got 4 squat racks or power racks. We've got 5 incline benches, 8 regular benches, 2 decline. We got 2 Olympic lifting platforms, a hack squat, 2 Smith machines, dumbbells that range anywhere from 10 pounds to 130 pounds. We have 3 or 4 adjustable benches and 2 or 3 regular flat benches that we can use for the dumbbells or whatnot. So yeah, we got more than enough weight for anyone who comes here.
Yep. So that's a lot of information to take in. So let's actually just take a lap through here. So in addition to all the equipment that we have, we also have 2 leg presses as well. And just take all that in. This is amazing. It does fill up during the school year though, so make sure you plan your schedule accordingly. What times would you say are the busiest times, Connor?
5 o'clock and 7 o'clock, I think, personally.
Think so too. And so the weight
PM.
room, PM, yeah, to clarify. Yeah. So the weight room does fill up, like even during, it's really big, but it still fills up pretty quickly. So during the evenings on weekdays, students typically, get done with classes and they come in here for a workout while they're still on campus. All right, so that's pretty much the whole weight room. So I forgot to mention the hours earlier. So during the fall semester, we are typically open from Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, we open at 6 a.m. Monday through Thursday, we close at midnight. Fridays, we typically close at 9 p.m., subject to change. On Saturdays, we are open. We open at 8 a.m. and we close at 8 p.m. However, on days that we have home football games, we close at 6:30 p.m. on Saturdays. But you would really only encounter that during the fall semester. And on Sundays, we open at 11 a.m. and we close at midnight. So over here in this hallway, this is the balcony in the weight room. We have 3 locker rooms. We have a men's locker room. We have a gender-neutral family locker room in the middle. And at the very end, next to the exit sign, we have a women's locker room. All right, so now we're heading from the weight room towards the hallway. All right, so as soon as you get to the end of the hallway, the end of the curve, you can see that we have the instructional fitness studio. We also call this the spin studio. So this room has a whole bunch of stationary bikes in there. And so earlier we mentioned that Campus Rec does a lot of group exercise classes. And spinning is one of them. A group exercise pass gets you into as many classes as you want to during each semester that you have them. So it's valid for 1 semester. Let's do a slow pan. All right, so once you turn around, you can see that there's this large stretching area and the old weight room. So this is actually what the old weight room used to look like. It was much smaller than the weight room that we have currently. So we converted the space into what is now known as the functional fitness training area. And so you can see that we have BOSU balls, we have yoga balls, we have battling ropes, we have a lot of TRX ropes, we have plyo boxes, which we also have down in the weight room. Yep, kettlebells, dumbbells over there, medicine balls, all sorts of things.
And then there's a cable machine over here on the left too.
Yep, so we have more cable machines.
So you don't have to go all the way upstairs to use the cable machine.
We also have an agility ladder on the ground. We have dots if you want to do dot drills. And we also have a whole bunch of mats up here that you can just feel free to take down and use. But make sure to clean it up when you're done and hang it back up.
Talk about the wipes.
So we also have wipe containers spread out across our facility as well too. So this wipe container down here is kind of hidden over there. So it's right over there. Over here we have a scale. So if you wish to weigh yourself, then you can use a scale. And up these stairs takes us back up to the front desk and the campus recreation office. Do you have anything else to add, Connor?
Kevin's doing a pretty good job.
Thanks, man. All right, so going through here, continuing onwards, we have the lower cardio area and the courts. So let's talk about the lower cardio area first. So down here we have mostly stationary bikes, and we have mostly ellipticals, and also a few Stairmasters as well. We have a whole bunch of TVs, so if you wish to change the channel, then you can do it yourself, or you can let one of our staff know and they'll change it for you. Over here we have courts 1 through 3. So these are our main courts. We usually have these open. So usually 1 and 2 don't have the volleyball nets up. Our volleyball team has preseason practice, so that's why they're up. But these courts are usually open for drop-in use. But if you're not too sure, you can feel free to call in and ask our front desk staff if they're open. So courts 1 and 2 are usually, the nets are usually down, and then there's usually games of pickup basketball going on. And over here in court 3, we usually have this net up at all times, and then you guys can play pickup volleyball there. Sometimes we do have like large groups, such as camps or day groups, that have these courts reserved. So again, make sure to check with the front desk staff to see that they're actually not reserved. So that's it for courts 1 through 3. In here we have courts 4 and 5. This is kind of an auxiliary gym. The lights are off because, again, nobody has been in there recently. So this is more of an auxiliary gym. We just have 2 more courts. Ooh. There we go. We just have 2 more courts down here where you can play pickup basketball or volleyball. If the volleyball net's not set up and you want them set up, then feel free to ask our staff and we can set it up for you. But this auxiliary gym is typically reserved by groups, by classes, such as by physical education classes, or they're also reserved by club sports for their practices. So if you want to know if there's anything going on in here, then feel free to check the schedule right next to the door. All right, so on this side of the courts, we have the Fitness and Wellness Center. And this is where you can, this is where they do the UFIT program. So like you come in here, you check in to your UFIT appointment through here. They also have massage services down here as well too. And they can also do fitness assessments. So if you want them to check your body count, for example, or if you want to use a scale, then there's also one down here as well too. All right, so we're gonna head upstairs into the upper cardio area. Okay, so we are upstairs now. Here is our back desk, our back entrance, which we'll talk about in just a moment. You can see the main courts right now. A little bit of the upstairs track, we'll talk about that in a little bit as well too. And here is our upper cardio area. So our upper cardio area consists of a couple more Stairmasters, 2 Jacob's ladders, some cardio row machines, couple ellipticals, actually a lot of ellipticals, and a whole bunch of treadmills. So all of our treadmills are up here in upper cardio. So yeah, here are all our machines. We have a lot of machines up here. And over here is just another stretching area. You have a whole bunch of yoga balls available to you, as well as a BOSU ball and some yoga mats. And then through here, you can see that this takes us back to the main entrance. All right, so this is a set of stairs that takes us to the upstairs track. All right, so now we're upstairs on the upstairs track. We have a smaller stretching area up here. We also have a set of cubbies over here. And we also have a stopwatch up here too, if you want to time your laps. So 9 laps is a mile up here. And the direction of traffic changes depending on what day of the week it is. So make sure to refer to the sign to know what direction to travel in. Otherwise, bad things can happen. So here is just a glimpse of our track. So here's our back entrance. This is actually where our old front desk used to be. We only had 1 desk before the expansion. So yeah, this is another entrance that you can come in, scan in, and just enter in through. And up here, people typically come here for racquetball court reservations. So if you reserve the racquetball court, then you can pick up your key here. You can also rent out racquetball court equipment up here as well too. This is a more convenient spot for those who wish to access the pool, like when they want to buy a pool pass or if they want to check out towels. So about racquetball courts, we'll actually show you those later. Racquetball courts are free to check out for students, faculty, staff, and our members before 5 p.m. on weekdays. Otherwise, it's $3 per hour per court during the weekends and after 5 p.m. on the weekdays. So here is our athletic and recreation facilities offices. If you have like a membership here, or if you want to talk to someone about like employment here, for example, You can feel free to ask management, our managers. You can also ask us if you have any questions about employment as well too. We also deal with room reservations in here as well too. So like, let's say if you want to check out the dance studio or the multi-purpose room, then you can also you can do those checkouts online, or you can also do that in person through this office. Am I missing anything, Connor?
There's a whiteboard over here, and it has our rec center hours for the week, and then pool hours, so it'll kind of update you on if there's any changes for the week, and you can always refer to that instead of looking it up online or something like that if you're in here.
Nice. All right, so we're gonna head through these doors, and that'll take us onto the Fieldhouse side. So right over here we have the dance studio. In the dance studio, just like any of the other rooms on this side of the building, you do need a reservation to be able to use them. So if you're a student, if you're part of a student organization, then student organizations get free reservations free reservations throughout campus. However, we do recommend that you get your reservations in early in the year because they do fill up pretty quickly. Like the dance studio during the school year is typically booked from open to close, and there's very few gaps in between. So, right, Connor?
Right.
Right. Okay, so we're actually going to backtrack here in just a second, but I actually wanted to show you guys the climbing center. So once you see the dance studio and you head towards this way, we have the climbing center right over here. Obviously, since the building's closed right now, they're closed, but we actually have the keys right now, so we'll let you guys in. So the climbing center is currently under construction. We are undergoing a renovation. It's probably going to look, more welcoming once the renovations are finished. So here's the rock wall that we have. Lighting's a little off, but I'm pretty sure you guys can still kind of see it. We have a few staff in here when it's open climb, or we have a few staff in here when the climbing center is open, so they can watch over you to make sure everything's safe. Over here on the other side, we have the gymnastics room. Technically, it's not a separate room, but it is. So groups can also reserve this space as well too if they want to use the mats and stuff. All right, so now we just backtracked back to the dance studio and we took the other hallway down. So we're just heading down it. So through this hallway, we have a whole bunch of classrooms. So this is where like the exercise science classes meet, or athletic training classes. There's a lot of like assessment labs and stuff in here, so they have different equipment appropriate for their classes. Sorry, my mind's drawing a blank. Over here we also have a couple offices as well too. This door takes you into the gymnastics room that we showed you earlier. And finally, at the end of this hallway, we have the athletic training lab, also called the injury care clinic. So the injury care clinic, assessments are free too. So like, let's say you think that you have like an injury or something, you can come in here. You just have to sign in, and then they can give you a free assessment. In order to treat your injury though, it does cost money to treat. So we're gonna head down through this hallway and go around the corner. And so there's just some vending machines back here. The hallway does kind of split again. So over here, this hallway takes you outside in the parking lot E. And right across this parking lot is the Kelly Family Sports Center. So Kelly Family Sports Center is a separate complex. It has an indoor track. It has an indoor turf field. So sometimes they have like open turf times and open track times that you can look up online, and you can play like indoor flag football and other sports as well too. We also have our outdoor courts right across the street. So like we have sand volleyball courts, and we also have tennis courts as well too. So moving on through this hallway, this takes us into the heart of the field house. So there's a lot of different hallways that kind of split. All right, so as we head down through this hallway, we have this internal hallway over here. This internal hallway has the sports marketing offices and sports information. We also have one of the racquetball courts up here as well too. So this is the one court on the main level that's on this level. And now if you head through here, you can see that we have a whole bunch of trophies. So you have a lot of trophy cases up here. We also have the athletics offices as well too. So let's say if you want to like buy tickets to games and stuff, they're done right up here. But then let's actually head through this way into the arena. This is what we like to call the upper arena lobby. So this entrance is right next to Mackinac Hall. There's a circle drive over here and parking lot C. So, and those doors take you to the balcony in the arena. And then right over here we have just a whole bunch of space. So sometimes we have groups come in here to reserve space, and this might be one of the areas that they use. We also have a ping pong table at the end as well too. So if you want to rent out any ping pong equipment, then feel free to check with one of our desks and you can check them out through there. Anything to add, Connor?
I didn't know you could get ping pong equipment from our desk.
Yep. There's a lot of stuff that you can get from our desks, so make sure you check with our front desk staff or look at the TVs.
Look at the TVs.
So now we're gonna head downstairs to the lower arena lobby. Makes sense, right? Because up here is upper arena lobby, so downstairs must be lower arena lobby. So we are at the bottom of the stairs, so this is what we call the lower arena lobby, and this is actually where you would enter in through the arena. So we actually have two entrances to the arena. So there's one entrance back there around the corner, and there's another entrance over here. So this is where we're gonna be entering the arena through. So we're currently refinishing the floors in the arena, so I actually had to enter in through the upper arena lobby on the balcony. So basically in the arena, this is where we have most of our sporting events in here. So we have basketball, volleyball. We also have some club sports in here as well too. So club volleyball plays in here. Club dodgeball plays in here as well too. And just all sorts of events are in here. Even non-athletic events as well too, such as Relay for Life is hosted in here. So we just have a lot of groups that can rent out spaces, or we host our own Grand Valley events in here as well too. So here's just a better look at the arena. The lights are off because the switches are downstairs and I can't get to them because they're refinishing the floors. So yeah, definitely come in here if you're interested in attending Grand Valley, or if you're just around this area and you're interested in learning more about our facility, then definitely come in here and check it out. Nothing beats coming in here and seeing this in person. All right, so we headed through that doorway in lower arena lobby, and now we are downstairs in the basement level. So down here in the basement level, this is basically one big circle with a square in the middle, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Connor?
Not quite.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. So we have classrooms down here. We have the locker rooms that take you straight to the pool. We also have the multi-purpose room, which we'll show you guys in just a moment. And we also have many of the coaches' offices down here as well too. So if you're looking for the offices for whatever reason, then they're kind of down here. Do you have anything else to add?
As you can see, it's very easy to get lost based off of our tour, so that's why it's important, or we thought it was important to give you a tour of the rec center, because it's very hard to navigate your way around through here if you haven't been here a lot.
Absolutely. And as said earlier, nothing beats having a tour in person. So, and another pro tip is if you do have a class like in the Fieldhouse, then make sure that you go to those classrooms before your first day of lecture, because you're not going to want to get lost in your first day of class, because that's kind of awkward if you just show up late and stuff. But that's just a little bit of a pro tip. All right, so the hallway kind of splits over here. So we do have markings on the floor that tell you where the pool is, where the arena is, and where the rec center is. So this splits into two. So that's to the pool and the classrooms. So we're gonna head right over here so we can show you classroom 30. So if you have if your schedule says FH30, Fieldhouse 30, that's most likely the multi-purpose room. Your class is most likely in here. This is also known as the mat room, the wrestling room, and we're gonna head in there and you can see why. So here's just a bit of a glimpse of what Fieldhouse 30 actually looks like. We have the mats kind of set to the side. So our wrestling team, we do have some martial arts teams as well too. We also have some classes in here, like self-defense classes, that take place in here as well too. So again, like all the rooms in the Fieldhouse side, you have to have a reservation before you can use them. These aren't available for drop-in use. So make sure that you reserve the room before you come in here and use the room. All right, so let's head back outside. Okay, so if you head back through outside of the room, if you take a right over here, the hallway kind of splits into two. There's a left and there's a right side. If you take the left, that takes you right back to the Fieldhouse, or that takes you right back to the rec center. Okay, so now we backtrack back to where the floor says pool. We do have the locker rooms over here. that you can use. They're day use only, but you can rent the lockers for the semester if you go on our website and rent them for the semester. These locker rooms also take you to the pool as well too. So there are doors inside the locker rooms that would then take you to the pool, and then you can check in with our lifeguards. You continue down through here. This is where like 4 of the classrooms are for the field house. So these are actual classrooms. These aren't like movement science labs. So if your schedule says that you have, 4 classrooms, you're probably most likely not going to be in the Laker room. So I guess technically 3 classrooms. So you have a classroom that says Fieldhouse 11, Fieldhouse 18, or Fieldhouse 16. They're the classrooms right down here. And if you ask any of the front desk staff, they'll direct you towards the pool, and then you would just take the stairs down, and that'll take you to the classrooms. All right, so if you head through these doors, that'll take you, so this door takes you to the pool, but you know, usually only the coaches and the supervisors can head through this door since it has a code on it. So the entrance is right upstairs. So we'll actually show you that entrance when we head out. But I'll show you guys the pool right now. All right, so down here is the pool. As you can see, I mean, there's water everywhere and it's enclosed. So this is our pool. You can see that there are lane lines and stuff. So this is our pool. The way that most people would enter in through would either be from upstairs or from the locker rooms over there. And then you would usually only be able to exit through there or upstairs or through the locker rooms. So this is the pool. So students can get into the pool for free as well. Students, members, faculty, staff can just scan their IDs and they can get in for free. So if you don't have a membership or if you forget your ID, then you can pay $5. It's $5 year round for a pool pass. Just let the front desk know that you're going to the pool and they'll print you out a receipt that you can show the lifeguards. We also offer swim classes here as well too. So if you don't know how to swim, or if you have a child who you wish to teach them how to swim, then we do have swimming classes here available as well too. So make sure to check our aquatics website for more information about that. Anything else for us, Connor?
Nope. Hope you
All
like
right.
swimming.
Oh yeah. All right, so we're gonna head back upstairs to the main level. So right up here, we just exited the pool. These doors lead outside, so these doors would take you to Kinchy Hall, and these doors would take you out to Lot C. So we're right back upstairs, and if you head through these doors, that'll take you right back to the athletics offices. So here's our lobby, trophy cases, and this hallway takes you back to the climbing center and towards the recreation center. And I'm actually gonna show you guys one more spot. I'm gonna show you guys the sub-basement. That was actually kind of out of the way of the route. So I'm actually gonna head down right now. So we're taking this hallway back from the pool, and those doors take you right to the back entrance again. So if you wanna head back to the rec center, then those are the doors to go through. So earlier when we were right next to the Fieldhouse 30, the multi-purpose room, I mentioned that if you head straight and take the hallway left, that'll take you to back to the rec center if you go up the stairs. So this is the set of stairs that we were talking about. So if you want to go through these stairs, you can easily get back down to the basement, the maze, and then that'll take you to this set of stairs. So this is another one of the confusing parts about the building, but it's pretty easy to learn. So we just came to the main level. If you take the stairs down, then that'll take you to this door. So this door leads out to the basement level, and this door is where this door takes you to the hallways where we were at earlier, and when we talked about room 30. So it's right over here. But if you head back in here, you can see that there's another set of stairs, and that takes you to the sub-basement. Now there's really, thank you, Connor. Now there's really, so there's really not much down here. We have the Fieldhouse 9, the ICA weight room. So we have a weight room in the recreation center, but down here we have a separate weight room. This is where athletes work out. We also have club practices here as well too. So if any clubs have it reserved, then they lift weights. Strength club typically practices down here as well too. If you also have a strength and conditioning class, sometimes you guys will lift weights down here as well too. So we have the Fieldhouse 9, which I'll show you guys in a little bit, and we have 3 racquetball courts down here. So The ICA weight room is currently under construction, as you can see with all the equipment lying outside of it, but I can still show you kind of like what it looks like inside because, you know, because I can. So again, you have to have this room reserved before you can use it. So this is what it kind of looks like right now. It's being remodeled, but it's a really spacious room. There was a whole bunch of decorations up on the walls as well too, but those have been removed. So I think that they might be putting some more decorations up there once they finish remodeling here. All right, so that's the IC weight room. Okay, so that's it for the tour. We're gonna head back upstairs. All right, everybody, that's about it for our tour of the Fieldhouse Rec Center. Thank you so much for watching it. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me or comment below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Or better yet, come in here in person and ask one of us for a tour in person, or if you have any questions about the equipment, how to use it and stuff. So I'll be around here for only another 2.5 weeks. Connor will be here for
A while.
a long
Like 3
period of time.
years.
Yeah, because he's an education major, so
5 years.
yeah, his program is 5 years long, unfortunately. But I mean, you know, graduating from Grand Valley's a great place, so you know that's also a plus as well too. So he'll be here for a long time. All right, everyone, thanks so much. Poor you. Oh, you're gonna get senioritis your 4th year. You're gonna be like, darn it, I wish I could graduate, but I have another year left.
5 years.
Yeah, he's taking a victory lap.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tune in next time. Leave a like or comment down below, and I will see you later.